ArsenalFanTV Lee, terrible today. Back-to-back 5-1 defeats. And it was almost as if at the end as well that Bayern said, you know what, enough is enough. We ain't going to score 6-7, because they could have done if they wanted to.
Yeah, I think they could have done it at the end of it. I have to say I couldn't take no more. It's the first time ever I've had to walk out at 4. I couldn't take no more, to be honest. It's, it is embarrassing to watch them at the moment. You have to. I'm not making excuses today. I thought we've done all right up until the penalty. I don't know what happened with the penalty. What the sending off? I don't really know what happened. But it was a capitulation again, Robbie. Straight after the penalty, it was a capitulation. But
do you know any? Somebody was asking me this the other day. Any other top team in Europe that regularly gets beaten 3, 4, 5, 6? I don't. I know the other day Barcelona got beaten 4-0. That's like a one-off. But it's like a regular occurrence at Arsenal that teams put 4, 5, 6 goals. But it's madness.
Well, it's a regular occurrence against any big team. 3 against Liverpool on Saturday, 3 against Chelsea. And when we end up, what it is, Robbie, is you've got to sit down at some stage and say to yourself, well, look, we're playing against these top teams now. And what is it for? Because we get into the top 4 and we go through that poxy group stage. Come on, it's boring, Robbie. I've said this I'm repeating myself here. We come up against the first game in the Champions League and we're out of it. We're watching when it gets good, we're watching it on telly. And I can't, and it happens every year. As you say, every season, we come up. Robbie, when you go into it's the last 16. It's not even the last 8. We're playing one of the best 16 teams in Europe. They're not the best team. They're not going to win it. They're not going to win it. And and I have to say, that. You can't ask for your money back because you knew what was happening today. You know what I mean? We know. Come on, we knew today that we was out of it anyway. But it's not about that. It's about us competing at the top level. I said this last year, about this time last year, we are not even competing in England, Robbie. So how are we expected to compete in Europe?
As a manager, got to go for you?
Yeah, I felt such. I don't know. I felt sorry for him today, standing there, because he's a broken man. I honestly can't see no way back for him. I felt on Saturday, it was a ridiculous decision, letting us say. And all that comes out after that is embarrassing. You know what I mean? Is he had a training bust up? Is it? He's there to manage the team. And if you're going to get a good player, sometimes they're going to be a little bit petulant. That's what good players do. Do you think Ronaldo is squeaky clean all the time? Do you think Messi is? No, you have to manage them, and you have to manage them differently to say someone like Hector Bellerin or Monreal. So what he done on Saturday was just put so much pressure on Sanchez and the fans. Everybody at the moment is against him, and I don't see how he can reunite it, Robbie. I really can't. The process today, that will get bigger. It will get bigger because of what's going on. There's a divide now with the team, and
So regardless for you, even if say he won the FA Cup, which is the only thing left now we could win, for you he needs to. That's it for you.
Robbie, I'm going to be honest. I fear for the FA Cup, and I'll tell you why I fear for the FA Cup. I fear that if we get through Lincoln, we've then got to go to Wembley and we're going to play either Chelsea, Man United, Man City or Spurs. And the way Spurs are playing at the moment, you don't want to meet them. But, we're going to get whoever we play, we're going to lose, because at the end of the day, we're not as good as those 4 teams. And tactically, he's not going to do nothing. I fear it, you know what I mean? And I'll tell you this now, I fear going to White Hart Lane in a month's time or something, because look at the capitulations, you know what I mean? I know we can go on about, we can go on about us losing today, but it's always happening, Robbie. You know what I mean? Forget about the excuse of the penalty. We could have kept it at 1-1 today. Kept it at 1-1 and just shut up the shop or whatever. But as you say, they could have got 4 or 5. They could have got 4 or 5 in Bayern. We had 11 players in, So for me now, I think he's just got to do the right thing and just call it a day,